semifinals series for Good Vibes versus Kinetic. We saw their BO1. I casted that yesterday. And it was a BO1 last time. So, they ended that half 6-6, and it proved to be, a tough push and pull in the semifinals as well. Good Vibes taking the first map, Kinetic taking the second, but in the end, I don't know if you noticed, but Good Vibes came out on top to go to the grand finals. I'm here with Yuji, a new face, but not a new face to Valorant. Yuji, tell us a little bit about yourself.
For me, I've been playing the game, I want to say, for about 4 years. I had previously competed on 2 rosters, and I had coached a GC roster in the past. So I would say I'm pretty well versed in this game that we love to call Valorant, in my opinion.
All right, all right. And we are so excited to be casting these grand finals. Our first map is
Yeah.
going to be Abyss. And what a first map, I have to say. Yuji, how do you feel about Abyss?
I love Abyss, honestly, especially with teams that have a lot of synergy that have been working together for a minute. I think Abyss can be a really good showing of how well that team chemistry comes into play, how well you guys work together, because you can kind of fake Abyss, but against a good team, that's not going to work. You can't fake Abyss against a good team, and seeing 2 good teams face off in this map is going to be entertaining.
Yeah, and I do have to say, it will seem like Pulsar kind of has an upper hand just because, Good Vibes has been doing this 3-map series in the semifinals, and Pulsar got a little bit of time to kind of chill, relax, recuperate, but Good Vibes, after, that long 3-map series, 10 minutes straight into grand finals. So this will be a test of endurance for Good Vibes for sure. And I'm excited to see what Pulsar has for us. Rita was talking to us about JID, the IGL, having some great calls. So I'm curious to see how they fare against each other.
Watching that previous semifinals that Pulsar X were playing in, honestly, I agree with so many of Jiz's calls. There were some insane things that I genuinely could not believe was happening, because I'm not calling that. I'm not calling that, but they did, and it worked, and like it was absolutely insane. I think Good Vibes coming into this map, they're a little more warm in the comm department, but they might be a little tired of holding their mouse, if you know what I mean. Like they might be a little tired of aiming, flicking their arms around so much. Whereas Pulsar X, they had that downtime you talked about. They had that time to chill, recuperate, slow the heartbeat, relax, make sure we're ready, mentally prepared, and everything for this grand finals match. So yeah, this is gonna be a very, very good matchup.
No, yeah, for sure. And I'm super excited to get into game. I'm excited to see Abyss. We've also got, Corrode and Pearl as the secondary and third map picks there, which I would have to say, I mean, Corrode is an interesting map. I feel like that map gets banned a lot just because it's newer, which means they haven't been repped as much. So we've got a split ban, a breeze ban, kumbaya. We've got a Corrode pick by Good Vibes here, which is interesting. They chose that map, and then they banned Haven, they banned Bind, and then they picked Pearl. So very interesting.
So I think Good Vibes is kind of giving you bad vibes, huh? Because we were talking about a little earlier. You're not a big fan of Corrode. A little birdie told me you're not a big fan of Corrode. What's the hate? Where'd the hate come from?
I have to say, I think there's a lot of hostile architecture when it comes to Corrode. The way that they've got, the entrance onto these sites is very odd. As well as the connecting, corridors from mid to the sides are just weird. Not a big fan of it, not a big fan of playing it. And, maybe it'll be fun to watch. I mean, if Good Vibes chose this map, that means they've been repping it. That means they've got some plays. So I'm curious to see what they do with that weird architecture that I'm talking about. But I'm excited. I'm excited for Abyss. Abyss is my favorite map. So We'll pretend I didn't see the corrode map
We
pick.
we can agree on Abyss. I'm an avid Abyss lover. That double duelist comp, it's so much fun to watch. That Yoru Wele, you just flash out for your duelist. You're dashing. Like what do you do as a defender? If you have a Wele dashing above you, you have a flash coming in front of you. There's a Yoru TPing behind you, and then like it's just so overwhelming. There is so much util just being spammed at everyone. It's absolutely insane. But we're getting here into Agent Select. Team Pulsar X running a pretty standard composition with the Sova Astra Vise. I like this Waylay pick. The Clove is interesting. I'm
Mhm.
not sure how I feel about the double orb smokes with Astra and Clove, but maybe they can make it work. Hey, and good vibes coming in with Astra, Sova, that missing agent there. That's actually going to be Vito, which is
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I just made a comment that I hadn't seen Vito this tournament, so they just had
That's
to prove me
true.
wrong.
That's true.
Um,
And that chamber is going to be absolutely deadly. If they're able to get on a line more often than not, that just secures so much map space for good vibes, and it'll make Team Pulsar X have a bit more problems.
for sure. And there are so many long lines for Abyss. There's not really much close quarters fights being taken here. And we're gonna see good vibes here going for that B push. A little bit of lurkage on the mid. CIA here taking those first angles, pinging that there might be people. And let's see how they take this site. Wow, what a flood onto the site. Rena trying to get out. What a trade coming out from Vanitas. But it's gonna have Rena getting one before getting traded out, and it is a 2v3 retake situation for Pulsar here. May, which is a controller and, you know, the Sentinel slash initiator Vice. We'll see if they can do this. Oh, they got the flash. Okay. With low advantage on site here, trying to hold it down, taking those first fights as they hold down the main space.
Yeah, lots of pressure here for Team Pulsar X. This retake is so incredibly hard.
Wow.
May just trying their absolute best. Unfortunately, it is not enough. Too many players alive on the side of good vibes, and that is that first round converted.
Yeah, and I mean, I just realized we got May on Chamber and we got MEI May on the Astra on the enemy team, so it might get a little bit confusing up in here, but it's okay.
It's okay. We'll try our best to make sure everyone knows what's going on. A little bit of a save round coming here for Pulsar X. Uncharacteristic of them not to push out anywhere. Probably opting to just play their sites and try and play a fast retake. But we'll see what good vibes has cooking up here for us.
Oh, they're getting aggressive here. Rena gets one onto Vlad Vanitas. Will they get traded? No. Rena's out of there with that Waylay recall. Vienna's here sitting in that smoke. Yurizera taking that space really quickly. Vienna able to get the pick on a Yurizera. It is still alive. No trades coming out for good vibes. This could be shaky for them. CIA, though, has some good aim. Can they get that trade? Yes, they get Vienna, they get Rena. The site is theirs, perhaps, but Jid, no, in the corner here, holding that back site. Can they clear this Jid out? I mean, they haven't cleared them out yet. The team is coming to retake. It's going to get shaky real fast for good vibes. Let's see what they do.
Coming in. Everyone just has to play their time, play their life. You have an outlaw in window, just relax and we'll be able to do anything we want. Alexia getting 2 for themselves. Make that 4. I'm sorry. Okay. That is an amazing 4 kick coming out.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And that is insane. So many picks for Pulsar initially trying to hold down that site. And in the end, just the holding down the site by themselves is Lixea. Wow.
Yeah, very, very nice 4K from Lixea. Saved their team from what could have been a disastrous save round, or a disastrous buy-up round, sorry, for good vibes. Now, we see Team Pulsar X, they're on a bit of a broken buy. So many light shields, some regen even coming out. And we see 2 Guardians with only 3 other rifles. This is a must-win round if they don't want good vibes to snowball maybe 2 or 3 more rounds from their hands. And
Ooh,
that is not what you want. Oh, that pick.
First pick on Rena here. Vienna sitting in this kind of backside area. They haven't been cleared out yet. They're gonna shoot some util, but they have not cleared Vienna. They do not know that they are here. And it looks like they're actually gonna opt to go A here. They're taking the spike to A. Jid here kind of has a good angle watching that main, but might get caught out by May. No, he sees two. Oh, those shots just don't connect. And CIA with the deagle, getting that pick onto Jid, securing that site. Yurizera coming to the backside here, pushing out, trying to get that space, get a pick mayhaps. Well, that is another one. They are activated today. Oh my.
Oh no. It's trying to play Fortnite in the backside with that bucket.
That is
make as
insane.
much pressure. Make as much pressure as humanly possible, and that pressure worked, giving Lexia the time to lurk through heaven and get that pick. Good vibes. They're on it. They are on it today.
Yeah, I have to say, I mean, we were worried about them not getting that break to kind of take a deep breath and recuperate for the next round, but they are activated, they are locked, and they are warm. And we've got Vienna here just opting to save, but they're going to see some action real soon, it looks like.
Oh, hearing all these footsteps, is she going to get caught out? Finds one for herself. Will she be able to live? May pushing in, hit for 140, just jump with the classic.
Another one!
Oh.
And that is insane that Vienna gets so much value there before finally falling, but I mean, you?
That was such an impactful 2 kills, honestly. Vienna, just get as much money as humanly possible in that round. And you know what? Getting 2 when you're getting pushed by 5 people, we take those. We take those every day.
They got theirs. At the end of the day, that's what matters. And we get, you know, a light, some money back in the bank, I have to say. Just a light 2K or something. I don't know. But yeah, we're on this game pause. Yeah, a little tech pause here. Good vibes, up 3-0 against Pulsar. We've seen some good things from Pulsar. They aren't getting absolutely swept, but they aren't finishing out these rounds. What do you think that they need to do to lock these sites down?
I think Pulsar might need to work on pushing in towards Good Vibes more. That last round in particular, they kind of just sat on their sites and let Good Vibes lurk in towards that A site, which gave them some insane value. Unfortunately, Jid whiffing in heaven towards those 2 players was so incredibly unfortunate, not able to get one for themselves. But Good Vibes, they had some insane calling. And look, this is the push out I was talking about. Arena just getting all that info by herself. Not able to get a tag, but still able to get the info. And whoa, she's back on the line.
Oh,
I don't know about that one.
Unfortunately, not able to get one. I mean, Mayhere being consistent with the aim. Lovantas really pushing out in this mid space, and they're gonna clear this. Oh, not quite enough. Right into the sights there. Good pre-aim. May here trying to get a pick, but unfortunately unable to trade out the teammate, and it is quickly devolving into a 2v5 situation for Pulsar. Not great looks. Vienna here with the classic, or I mean with the bandit, gets 2. Oh. And wow. What a bloodbath for that 4th round, going to Good Vibes.
I was talking about Good Vibes having their comms warmed up in the last game, but I didn't think it was to this degree. This calling is insane. The way that Vlone is pushing up their mid, just slow walking by themselves, getting such insane value from a lurk 2 rounds in a row, nearly in the same way. Honestly, I think they flanked nearly the same way twice, and it just works because their team is creating so much pressure around the map, and Team Pulsar X doesn't really have a response for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's horrible to see. I mean, Good Vibes is just so good at taking space and capitalizing off of that. We're going to see an early drone here. Jid here, maybe going to try and stall them out.
May.
Ooh,
May.
Just losing those gunfights. Unfortunate. Jid following Rena trading out, but eventually falling to May. We've got a 3v4 situation, not lost yet, but May here really pushed out. Gets 1, gets to a 4K, and can he get the ace? Ooh, not quite.
Oh, unfortunate. You know what? That's what we need in those types of moments. Just one player popping off. It's okay if it was an overheat.
Oh, and what a revive from Vienna there. CIA trading them out, though. Can't Star you clutch it? No, they cannot quite capitalize off of that, and it is a round 5. But wow. I mean, they're really showing out that they're not just losing every gun duel. I mean, that was really impressive coming from Vienna. An interesting drop down into getting that kill. Wow.
I want to talk about May. That 4K, they were just running at people. They were just running at people, and it worked. Just getting those 4 kills by themselves. If they killed Staryu there, I genuinely believe they were getting that 6K. I won't lie. If they killed Staryu, like that clove would have been gone. Unfortunate, another round loss for Team Pulsar X. Good vibes with a little bit of a pace change, opting to go a little faster towards this A site with all 5 instead of leaving someone on the flank. Jid is here and ready with the dart. Waylay dash out, and oh, this is a really good ultimate coming in from Rina.
Jid getting 2 though, what a trade!
Ah, that dart, it's so impactful. Behind that smoke, you can just spam for free. What are they gonna do?
Licks on site. I think they can hear them though. Jid still in this dominant spot, not able to hit any of those shots, just not connecting. CIA taking them out. Vienna taking up that spot that Jid was just in. Do they know? And they've got this veto util. Nice little pick by Vienna. May falling to Licks. Oh, and what a pick by Licks there. Just reading the drop down. And it is a 2v1 post-plant situation. And Good Vibes is dangerously low, though. I mean, they are one shot. If Staryu just hit a crazy spray, mayhaps they could do it, but we do have some of that Astra util to stall out this defuse. Can they get it halved? No, not quite. And that is Staryu falling.
Sia said, I'll take it into my own hands. I don't need the Sova ult.
Wow.
Just takes them off of the spike with the Astra pull and just decides, hey, why not? I'll just peek. Give me that kill. Feed me those kills.
I guess. And it's all falling down to some of these shots from Good Vibes. Shots from Pulsar are just not quite connecting. We've seen them being dinked. I mean, they were super low HP in that post-plant situation, but they weren't dead. And at the end of the day, that's kind of what lost Pulsar that round, I think.
No, 100%. I think they're playing very isolated, which is leaving them in more often than not one and done spots. Yes, Jid was able to get 2 in heaven off of the scan, but Good Vibes, they just reset, calm down, slow down the pace of the round, still were able to get the spike down and just play their angles correctly. One by one, Team Pulsar X, they just fell, and then we saw Good Vibes running back towards main, noting that they have the Sova ultimate, and that's just their win condition. They have multiple win conditions in that previous round, and they just executed it perfectly.
For sure. And I have to say, I haven't seen a lot of stalling util coming out except for from Jid. But I mean, we have Vise, we have smokes from Clove and Astra. I feel like we're not capitalizing off of calling to each other where we think they might be, installing those pushes out and forcing them to use util to get onto site, you know?
100%. This kind of goes back to what I was saying about taking more space, especially with Clove and Astra. You can afford to expend close smokes as soon as the barriers drop immediately into the round. Just to get some
getting aggressive here. We've got 2 walking down here. Oh, they're gonna be caught out though. How do they deal with this? They know that they're there. Yurizar here spamming through the smoke. Oh, and what a peek by Vienna, getting one before being traded out. A 3v4 situation for Pulsar. Can they clean this up? In this mid fight, Lone Ventus really pushing onto that site though. And it looks like it might be a B call.
Once again, this veto getting so much value with the lurk. Oh, May, what a nice shot. We will take those. Staryu.
It really hurts to get to fall to those chamber shots. Staryu on a crazy flank though. Can they get these picks? We got a plant coming out. So, I mean, they might be watching this angle quite soon. May here, all alone. They're taking kind of an isolated fight here. They're not playing together, which might be their downfall. But Staryu trying to play with the flash, but oh, it's just not quite gonna work because May knows that they might be there. May here all alone trying to get anything, but Lone Vantas falls the last player of Pulsar to give them that 7th round. Wow.
This is looking absolutely beautiful from Good Vibes. You can tell the comms are up. They're having so much fun with this game. And even if they are having fun, they're playing so incredibly disciplined and playing together. Even if VLone is by themselves lurking, they're getting so much value just because of what the rest of their team is up to on the other side of the map. It's absolutely insane.
And I mean, in the past semifinals, Vlone was playing that Yoru and the Duelist, but it's interesting to see them on this different Sentinel role here.
Vito is definitely a very interesting character, more niche in my opinion. Not many people play it, but Vlone has been making Vito work and then some. But the sight hit coming through Yuzuria is already in.
Oh no, do not jump with that. 2 kills coming out. Jiname falling early here. Vienna pushing into the smoke. Maybe they can catch a timing? Not quite. Yurizari is ready. And that is a 2v5 post plant 1v5 because Rina just fell to CIA. They're pushing out, they're taking space, and a 3K for yours. They're finishing out the round, and it is 8 rounds up. Youch.
8 in a row for good vibes. This is looking so textbook. And look at their money. They can afford to genuinely do anything with any of these rounds, and they're just having their fun with it. No matter if they go fast A, no matter if they go mid B, it seems Pulsar X doesn't really have an answer for it.
Yeah, and I mean, they can afford to lose these rounds, but every round might be their last. We see this forced buy coming out by Pulsar, and we're going to see these aggressive space taking again. They're just winning these gun duels, and Rina has to recall out there. Not quite going to contest this mid push here, and Rina's got a kind of crazy angle. Nice little pick by Rina. Will they be able to get another before falling or getting traded out? I don't know. May's pushing into this other mid area, kind of opting to go a different way, lurking into their spawn, and I like this from May.
Rina's here. Rina's already read this.
Rina has this read. Oh! But just does not win the gun duel. That is so unfortunate that they had that read, but were not able to get those shots to connect. Staryu, though, maybe to pick up. Oh, Vienna gets a crazy angle. Gets one onto Licks. Oh, and Valorant gets a pick on a Staryu, trying to help out Vienna, but unfortunately just gets picked out. And CIA playing in the smoke. Oh, and what a pick by Vienna. Getting another. Oh, and not quite getting another, but let's see what they can do with this ult here. Lots of smokes. Wow. A lot of smoke interplay. What is this timing?
Vienna got so incredibly adventurous, popping that Clove ultimate. Is not able to find one, but May is right there to back them up. Now left alone in the 1v2. What can VLONE do against the duo of this Astra and Sova? Oh, stuck in such an unfortunate situation. Just has to try and find one and peek out. Does find it! Oh my goodness, finds both! The adjustment!
That is
oh my
disgusting. And wow, that is a testament to Valorant originally being a duelist, really getting those gun duels just in their favor and being able to finish out the round and secure it for good vibes, even though that was not an advantageous position to be in at all. I mean, you can literally just rush VLONE there and finish out the round, but unfortunately, VLONE just has better aim. At the end of the day, they won that duel. Even though they got double swung. And it was an honorable effort. They tried to use util, but at the end of the day, nah. Licks here.
He's just like, VLONE's just like that. I don't know.
I guess. Such interesting ways that Pulsar decides to take these fights on site here. And they just get caught out. Wow, come on. We gotta hit those. May here takes a lot of space, but Jid able to take them out. Eurazera trading out. May here, Staryu taking up that space again, getting one onto Eurazera. Nice pick. Can they get another? No. CIA trades them out. It's a 2v3 retake situation. Licks getting this plant down, and quickly they're pushing back onto the site. And it looks like they're gonna play this main space. They're just gonna play that, you know, stock default kind of situation, and it's gonna look like a high-low, which is disgusting to play against. But nice smoke. Oh, but they've got that Sova ult to secure that stall here. And Rina trying to take some space, trying to see maybe where they are, and maybe Rina can get a pick here and cover that plant. Oh, what a nice pick. I mean, Vienna there getting pulled off of the bomb with the Astra concuss and pull, and wow.
Oh,
that is some snappy shots from CIA to finish out the round.
Good vibes. They just had the perfect post plant.
It's
actually textbook. They had the perfect post plant. They said, okay, we're gonna go back main. We're gonna use Sova ult first. If they get on again, I'll pull them off. If they get on again, I'll stun them and just try and kill the one defusing the spike. And that's exactly what Sia did. Those two nice shots as well, mixed in there. Not even having to use the Astra ultimate, nothing. It's just good util usage and insane shots. You might see a bit of a skirmish here on A main with this Waylay ultimate. So many players are about to get caught out.
Oh, the shot's connecting. Nice. Another one. No. May gets 3 with the spray, and that is suddenly the evolving idea from Pulsar. Nice try, but not quite working for them. May here, maybe gonna see some action quite soon. Playing into the smoke, but not quite. May with the 4K, can they get that ace? They're gonna bait for them, I think. And Vienna is just gonna fall off the map. I get it.
You know what? Anything to get them down. You know, May might be feeling like, oh, I didn't. Where's my ace? They had 2 opportunities this map to ace, and unfortunately, both times we're not able to.
Bro
Vienna,
said
you
I'm
know
not
what?
ending up in the clip dump today. Not today.
Exactly. Vienna, honestly, I commend that. I commend falling off the map there.
Yeah, and I mean, this is the only map in rotation or in the entire game that you can do that on, and I love to see it. All right, Blown Vantage with the attack operator on here. They're going to take some aggressive angles. Vienna all alone in this back site, so let's see. And they're going to say, let's play as well.
Hearing this owl troll.
Oh no, so many ults being invested. It is so over for bro. Oh, what a shot! Not quite getting that value out of that ult that they wanted to, but Lick's getting that trade so that they're not quite getting punished for that unfortunate. I mean, that's what you do. You just don't jump and you lock in, and that's exactly what they did. Rina here on the flank, and an ult coming out to delay that plant. What a great idea. Lick's not really taking any damage from it, but I mean, this might be a great flood. Oh, Rina here on the timing. What a timing from Rina, but getting, oh, just point blank opt in the face. Ouch.
Not too much that Team Pulsar X can do here. They have so many people on site, so much stall utility, but
oh, Jid with the
says otherwise.
Odin. Wow. Dropping down here, trying to get a half, perhaps. Can they? Oh, and not quite because Blow Ventus is just better, and that was a close round.
That round was extremely close. I know Good Vibes got a little nervous, but Velo and Vantis said, I want to take this round into my own hands. Let me make sure we secure this. Maybe it could be coming to their team. Hey, do we want to try for the 13-0? It's definitely possible, but with the side switching, let's see if Team Pulsar X has a bit more of a better plan during their attack half.
Yeah, I mean, I need them badly to win this pistol.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Getting 13-0'd in a grand final map 1 is not how you want to start. Is not how you want to start off a grand. So all they need is one. All you need is one round to get your confidence back, boost your team morale up, and just scrape one by one these rounds away from Good Vibes.
Good early dart here. Vlone here taking an aggressive angle. They know they hear some people, so they're just watching, waiting to pounce. But we're gonna take some mid space. I like this from Pulsar here. Yurizare caught them out already. They know they're there. Do you repeat this though? Oh, some good damage coming out from Jid. Yurizare getting Staryu. Jid all alone. Can they get any trades? Rina falling to Sia. And it is devolving. This attack is devolving. This mid space not quite being able to capitalize. What a nice pick on Sia here. But there is one right around the corner. May getting a pick onto May. Oh. And a little bit of a flank coming in from Yurizare. This is kind of icky. But they're gonna kind of. I like that they're doing this. They're making sure that all the boxes are checked. That they're not just blindly going into space alone. They're clearing every possible way that Pulsar could be, and they got that plant down. Oh wait, now they've got the plant down. Audio teams, guys. Oh, what a spot! Lone Ventus falling. Lick's getting the trade though. Can they get one more? Not quite. Vienna and Jid getting those last picks, and that is a round 1.
All we need is one. All we need is one.
Oh my days, guys, we did it.
We did it. Yeah, Pulsar, that was a very well-played first round. I really liked how they took that mid presence a little later. They got the orb on A at first, took that mid presence, and just shifted back towards B after a pretty scrappy fight in mid, yes, but still in their favor. Bringing it to a 3v3 and then eventually winning that round out. Now, let's see what they can get up to with the stronger weaponry. I see Staryu and Vienna, noting to only buy a sheriff. Whoa, Velo and just trying to get a pick by themselves.
Good little trade, 4v4. Rina kind of just taking the damage control. May getting a good pick on Yurizare. Yurizare got a little bit aggressive there and got punched for it. May here walking down mid. What is this timing, guys? Can we do it? Oh, Staryu gets the pick on the May. Just unfortunate timing there. Licks here trying to fight the main space, but Rina takes them down. Damage control once again. And it is devolving into a 1v4 for Good Vibes on this defense. And bang, Staryu with another. And that is a second round for Pulsar.
Oh,
Good shrimp, guys. Good shrimp.
a little bit of body shooting going on there. I know Team Pulsar X, they are sick and tired of losing these rounds, just trying to get into Good Vibes' heads a little bit, you know. But Good Vibes, they are still in a pretty comfortable position. All they need is one round, and that's the map over. All they need to do is just sit, keep their space as best as they can, and not play to Team Pulsar X's tune. We see Yurizera pulling out the Outlaw here, and now this Outlaw mid could be huge. If Staryu takes this early peek with no Silva Dart behind them, I'm not too sure how it's going to look. Yurizera opting to walk down, just stare at top mid. Staryu's crosshair is not there. Oh, it is. Oh, the flick. That is exactly what you needed. That's how you open up the round. Your team already taking space A. Is nice.
We got Vlomantas on this same angle that they like to take. This might be just their favorite angle here. On this aggressive kind of main angle. But Rina, the damage control master, Staryu taking it slow in the mid space. They got that pick, but they're not gonna get too overconfident yet. Rina gonna fight this main space. Oh, what a scrappy fight happening right now. Vlomantas gonna kind of reassess, reposition. May here taking a cautious side angle here. They're gonna get swung though. Oh, and the shots connect for May. Getting two? What? And it is devolving this attack. Oh, Vienna trading them out though. Can they get the spike back? Can they get the plant down? It is a 3v3 situation, and they're already on site, ready to defend. Rina getting a pick on the licks, though. Vienna here, gonna see some action with Sia. Sia trying to hold on the site. Sia getting two! What? That is insane! And Vienna all alone in a 1v2 situation. Gets one! Can they get to two? Vlomantas, oh my, this is literally GOAT versus GOAT. And that is Vlomantas getting that last kill and securing the map.
Oh, Good Vibes. That round was that round was so close for Team Pulsar X. We saw Staryu with that insane flick in mid. That is how you want to open up a round like that. Unfortunately, the trades weren't there. Vienna's put in such a compromising position on site. Absolutely nowhere to go, staring down the face of two players from Good Vibes. But I think the vibes are good over there. Good Vibes, no?
The vibes are good, and honestly, I think maybe, you know, I was talking about Good Vibes going straight to the next series and Pulsar getting some time to chill. Maybe Pulsar just needed to warm up a little. Some of those rounds were super close for Pulsar, especially those last two rounds, and wow. I'm excited to see where this goes on Corrode.
Oh yeah, I think Corrode is going to be a bit easier for Team Pulsar X. I think mid is a lot more digestible than mid is on Abyss. And if they're still putting Rina on that Waylay, it might actually be really, really good. I've been watching a little bit, and Rina's Waylay is looking pretty nice. I like their util usage. I like how they're using their ultimate, and it doesn't hurt that they're able to shoot their gun. You know, it never hurts that you're able to shoot your gun.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it felt great to see that Clove on the top frag, though, on Pulsar's team, Vienna, getting those kills and being able to capitalize, because you don't see that a lot in Cloves, and that's kind of the entire point of the agent. So at least we had that, and I do have to say, you know, earlier today when we were off screen, off camera, I had said, oh, I hate when the duelist is the bottom frag. It's GG's. But you saw, I mean, the Waylay on Good Vibes was the bottom frag, but you saw how much value and how much space that they were able to take on those sites.
Hey, I was trying to tell you, if your duelist is bottom frag and the other players got it, your smokes player got it, your initiators got it, it's okay. If you're a good team like Good Vibes, it doesn't matter. If you're having one bad game, all you need to do is be a role player. Do your job, make sure you're calming correctly, and your team's got you, like Good Vibes has got them.
Yeah, for sure. And I also want to keep in mind that on the side of Good Vibes, Vlomantas is a sub. I don't think they normally play for the team. And I'm gonna check the roster info real quick.
Holy super sub.
That's a sub. That is a sub.
It might whoa. Okay, Vlomantas, they did their thing. Especially on an agent like Vito, they absolutely did their thing. They got so much value during their attack half, even during defense, just by having the Vito there, being able to stop any util being thrown. they kind of put a pause. I put a massive pause button on Team Pulsar X, especially when they wanted to originally pop on the A site, but were forced to go towards B because Velon's there. Velon's there with the trip, with the util stopper. They can't do much. They have to wait so many seconds into the round, and Good Vibes could just collapse anywhere else on the map. So what can you do but leave? What can you do but leave? That's that Velon aura. That's that Velon aura.
Also, want to remind you guys on the side of Pulsar, Lixia on the Sova was also a sub. And I have to say that, especially on that initiator role, I feel like being a sub is so much harder. Oh, on Good Vibes, my bad. Good Vibes. So seeing two subs on Good Vibes, I mean, team play can be hard. It's not like these are the people that you're repping with every single day that you're scrimming with all the time. These are the subs. And so being an initiator that isn't, on the main roster, it can be tough. But we've seen some great stuff from Good Vibes nonetheless. And do you think it's because of the good vibes?
Hey, yeah, I see what you did there. I see what you did. It might genuinely be because of the good vibes, especially if you're a team that is just coming together. If you're coming together as friends first before teammates, you keep those vibes up. You keep those vibes up. You know how to keep each other accountable. You know you can make sure, hey, I didn't really like that we did this. Can we do this instead? And everyone's like, okay, I'm down. Everyone's just with it as a team together. Like they all played out of their minds in their own respective roles. Even if the scoreboard doesn't show it, everybody had impact. Absolutely everybody had great impact on that game, and it was honestly really nice to see.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see going into Corrode. This is good vibes map pick here. Good vibes was the one who chose Corrode, so that means that they have been scrimming this. They're very familiar with it, but I also want to keep in mind that Pulsar. A lot of those rounds at the end of the day were like not getting trades and losing those gun duels. Like they did a good amount of damage. They just didn't end up killing that person. And so maybe, getting warmed up, being able to hit those shots, maybe they can secure a second map and turn the series.
Yeah, they definitely have a better chance of turning the series here on Corrode. Like we were saying before, when you're up against a team that's good at Abyss, there's not a lot that you can do against it, like we saw. But Corrode, I feel like, is more fair. I think Corrode can be more fair to either team, and just slight mistakes can really put you on the back foot and just have the other team snowballing rounds. Pulsar X, they have a good roster. They have a good core, and I know that they'll be able to come back. Even if it's not their map pick, they can come back. After a loss like that, all you got to do is just shake it off and be like, "We go next. It's fine."
And it seems like they're ready to go into the next map. I'm super excited. And honestly, looking at the rosters, looking at how they played, who do you want the audience to keep an eye on for each team for good vibes and both Pulsar as well?
For good vibes, honestly, we might see another May Chamber masterclass. I won't lie. Chamber can be a very strong agent, especially on Corrode. There's some nice TP spots that you can get to and some nasty off angles. So if May's back on that Chamber, I would definitely want to look out for them. On the side of Pulsar, I want to look. Okay, I was about to say May as well, just to make the joke, but no, I want to look at Rena. Rena was looking very solid on the Waylay, hitting some nice shots. The the team play was not there, but I think especially with Corrode, it can be a little more. It can be expressed a little more. If we're doing some calm changes, maybe. But I want to see Rena back on Waylay. I think they were a very effective Waylay, and they can be effective on Corrode.
Yeah, and I do want to say, Jid, the IGL also was kind of just a consistent, kind of calm-headed, clear-headed player. They weren't fragging out crazy, but when they were ready and they were able to predict some great gun duels. They were able to take some great fights. So I think that as the IGL, they did great at just being consistent, and that's usually what you want to see out of a team. You have crazy fraggers, but it's also important to have stock, consistent players on the team.
Oh, 100%. And I understand the IGL style. I really do. Oh no, I understand. IGLing is a extremely hard job, and I commend each and every IGL out there, especially if you're on the back foot. That's what really makes good IGL separated from the rest. And I really, really want to pay attention to how Pulsar X are going to be playing this next map, because it's really going to show like, okay, they completely shook off what happened during Abyss. They are ready. This is a new map. This is a new them, and they're ready to bring the fight to good vibes and possibly take us to a map 3.
For sure. And it looks like we're getting into lobby now. And I'm really excited to see where we go in terms of team comps. I really love a good double controller comp or a double Senti comp, especially on weird sites like this. I think it's very important to have some good lockdown. Util, what do you think about that?
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if either team is running like a Viper Clove, a Viper Omen, or we could see something really funky with a double duelist, that Yoru Waylay I was talking about earlier, just trying to overwhelm the opposite team. Me personally, I would lean more towards the double smokes, just try and play that Viper Clove, just more duels, and we see it. Look, we see it from Good Vibes, that Viper Clove, Fade, Waylay, and ISO. ISO's an interesting
Hmm.
pick.
That is an
Okay.
interesting pick. It's not my favorite. I don't hate ISO. I think he's handsome, but at the same time, he's a lot like Reyna in terms of being, one of those more selfish duelists. Not a lot of util that can help out the team except for that wall. But then again, the wall isn't great either. We're seeing a fade, which also is an interesting pick, especially when you don't really have flashes on your side for good vibes. So maybe they just think that they can play in those spokes and swing out well enough that they don't even need a flash.
I'm not too sure. Honestly, with how it seemed like they were calming in that last map, that might just be the case. But Pulsar X opting to go the double smokes and Rena alone on the Neon, I'm not too sure how much support that they can provide to Rena, especially in those site execs. But hey, we gotta see what they're cooking.
Yeah, and Pulsar here on the early push. They're setting down some utility, maybe clear out some of the mid space here. Jid playing a little bit off connected arena here, gonna take some of these first initial main fights here. Let's see if Licks will catch them out. We see them, we know they're there, and May coming as support here with the ISO shield, not able to get any arena, getting that pick on the May. Licks here in an interesting lurk position. Vlone maybe able to get
Oh,
one, getting two.
backstab.
Wow. Holy cleanup crew on aisle 4. We got Licks here also cleaning up, getting a pick on a Jid who was a little bit late. Rena here. Oh, not quite able to get those picks, but Licks getting another on Rena and May all alone. A 3K for Licks, and what a first pistol round.
Well, that was honestly a pretty good start for Pulsar X. Reyna getting that first pick on towards May on that ISO shield was very huge, but I just think we took too long trying to get towards the site, and there was a bit of a disconnect going on, which allowed Good Vibes to get the backstab, allowed Vlone to even walk through a Viper Molly, by the way, walks through a Viper Molly, and then picks up 2 for themselves, just for the road. Okay, that's what they're feeling like.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure. And Jid was like really disconnected from the team, playing by themselves. And I think that was one of the pitfalls of that play. Jid here gonna play with the team this time. Maybe they learned from their mistake here. Rena getting initially caught out. They know that they're there. A lot of util being used. Jid getting a pick onto May. Licks here trying to clean up. Getting one onto Rena before reassessing the situation. Gonna re-peek here. Vienna's there though. And they've got the CIA though. Getting a pick onto May.
I'm
Can they get this
absolutely
plan
loving
down?
this.
Ooh. Oh,
I
but they're
love
already here though. What is gonna happen? Are they gonna run to the other side? No, Spike is down. Sia getting that pick onto Jid. They're gonna pick up Spike. Can they run away? No, it is straight to CIA's crosshair, but Staryu gets CIA, knocks him down. It is a 2v2 situation. Dangerously low though. Vlone getting this crazy peek. It gets 2! Ew, did you see that transfer on for 1 and then 2? They just read them like a book.
Absolutely read them like a book. I honestly do like Pulsar X's plan to force that previous round and just try and get the round. Unfortunately, didn't work in their favor. They did get some nice picks, pretty good amount of damage by killing 3 players, but Vlone is there on the waylay with that outlaw just on the line, ready for whatever they threw at them. And I don't know. I do agree with this B call, but they just need to go fast. Don't give them any time to rotate over. And look, we see mid presence already from May.
Wow, they're already lurking in this mid space. Ooh, Stario here, seeing a lot of action. Shots not connecting. May, you do not want to cross May's crosshair. Ever.
Especially with that ISO shield up, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? The spam is really good.
Vlone gets one. Wallbang, Vienna trading them out though. May is 1 HP and a 25 shield and a dream. Eurazera here with a nasty main angle here. Will they fall into the pitfalls of this Bucky? Oh, and they just went right past him. Oh, what is this patience? They haven't cleared him. Oh, gets one, but gets traded out by Vienna. Vienna here just really being cleanup crew, really getting those trades out for the teammates. May dangerously low. Can they make something work? Can Good Vibes retake this site and take this round back?
That's a 10
oh,
HP.
not quite.
Okay, never mind. 10 HP, it doesn't matter. Whoa, Lexa, who are you feeling? Like that shot was crazy. Now this.
Nice trades. Licks here getting another. No way. It is a 1v1. Who? Oh, okay. I like this rotate from Rena. They haven't quite started defusing this bomb. Not even halved. Rena can clean this up. They can play time here. But the clove smokes coming in. They're going to have to get real close quarters here. Figure out what's happening. But it looks like there's no more time, I don't think, to clear. Oh, my. We're just... What do we feel like? We're having fun here. And Rena getting that pick on Elix. I like that from Pulsar. And that's a round 1 for Pulsar.
That stall from Reno was so entertaining to watch, but so incredibly effective. You make so much noise on that neon. It's just getting Lixie a little nervous. Are you coming towards me? Are you just backing off? What are you doing? Especially jumping on that top site, forcing them to get off the spike and not even halved, as you were talking about. And just got a little too overwhelmed with how much was going on around them. But full buy here, coming in for Good Vibes. Can Pulsar respond with their fast mid presence as per usual? That eye is really nice.
Oh, what a pick by Vienna.
Oh, what is not nice is Vienna falling that soon. Can Good Vibes answer?
See, you're going to see some action real soon with Staryu. Rena able to get one, gets traded out by Lix. Lix gets 2. Wow. What a sight hold. Oh my, with the timing, Sia gets one onto Staryu. It is a 2v3 situation, and Lix pulling things into their favor by ulting this side. They don't even... Oh, one more. And another.
Oh, wow.
A nice, clean little 4K for Lix. And I have to say, for being a sub, bro is kind of the clutch master of this map.
They're clean. They're clean. Honestly, everyone on Good Vibes, they are looking absolutely nice with their shots. I did like Pulsar's plan there, but the weaker weaponry unfortunately did not work in their favor. The game sense as well from Lix to pop that ultimate as soon as possible, kind of forcing May into an awkward situation. Do I peek? Do I wait? What do I do? And unfortunately, Lix's crosshair is right there on her head.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely, when you get Fate ulted, it's like swing or be swung, I feel like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, how do Pulsar try and respond to this round? A little bit of a different default.
Oh, Vienna with the first blood again. Eurazera here taking that really aggressive push into main. Vienna getting another, and Jid punishing Eurazera. And Good Vibes is devolving on this defense. Lix here all alone to hold down this space. And a good smoke. Good Vibes still has Sia on the board here to maybe stall out this push. Staryu lurking in the mid. Sia doesn't quite know if they should rotate quite yet. And I mean, I like this call from Pulsar here. They're not entirely committing quite yet. They have all the time in the world. And they have so much space they could take. Staryu, what a good pick. And it is devolving for Good Vibes here. Sometimes Good Vibes aren't quite enough. And Lix again in this clutch situation. Can they do it? And they're just going to run away. Yep, they're just running away. I get it. I
Oh,
wouldn't want to go against Lix either.
Pulsar played this round so incredibly patient and honestly so well. I love the call to just sit and wait. Good vibes. They got a little overconfident, honestly, just taking some solo fights in really highly contested angles, honestly,
Hmm.
which did not work in their favor. And now leaving Lix alone in the 1v5 situation, not so much you can do. You have so many
Oh.
obstacles, and one of them happens to be Vienna, who is on for the 3K. Now, with the
Yeah,
Viking
I
ultimate
mean,
and the Fatal for Pulsar, they have a lot of options, some more room to work with. Good vibes. You know, you have to tighten up. Just make sure we're not giving too much, but don't get overconfident and take solo fights like that.
for sure, for sure. I'm super impressed by the way that Pulsar is able to respond to these early aggression plays and punish it. And that's exactly what you want them to do. You need to condition good vibes to be less to be a little bit scared of taking those first fights and be wary of being aggressive.
100%. You have to be wary of being aggressive, and this is a different change that I like from Good Vibes. They hadn't previously smoked bottom mid, just trying to take as much
Oh
space as
wow.
possible with the ISO and the Waylay, and it's looking good. Staryu with the insta trade, and
Oh my,
everyone is
so
falling.
many falling and it's devolving. 1v3. Wow. That was a great play by Good Vibes, and it really just highlighted the interplay and the calls that they're doing. I mean, Lone themselves weren't playing for themselves and for themselves getting those. Oh, and we jumped. And wow.
Oh, yeah,
Can they
Maze.
swing this at all? No, not quite. Not quite getting those kills. And it is a Thrifty, and Thrifty it was. Vlone there, using all that util and not even trying to get the kills themselves. That was just great interplay.
Definitely great play and great decision making from Vlone to pop that Waylay ultimate, trying to put a pin in Team Pulsar's momentum, just get them a little more uncomfortable. They've been looking good. Pulsar has been looking really, really good during this attack half, and honestly, this could be a pretty close and competitive half. I like the decision to take a timeout here. Just try and wait. Make sure, okay, guys, they got ISO all. Don't let's not be too wary. Where have they been playing? Just make note of everything. Make sure everyone knows the plan and is able to execute it.
Yeah, I mean, things for sure are getting sticky because, I mean, Good Vibes isn't just, going out and winning gun duels anymore. It's not just them kind of rolling over Pulsar. Pulsar is, fighting back. And now they have to play a little bit more strategic and, really take some time to kind of think about what Pulsar is doing and what their plan is, especially when you can't, just get those first easy pickings as Good Vibes. Then you kind of have to deal with what Pulsar is going to do next.
What they do next is indeed the question. With 4 ultimates on the line and Arena being 1 away, they have so many options to what they can do. As we see, they decide to go back to this early B main pressure, leaving Staryu alone in mid. But Good Vibes is here with this classic eye that they've usually done, just trying to
Mm-hmm.
stop their pressure.
Some really great
User
stall from Eurazera here. Rena on the attack, May taking this aggressive kind of insertion into mid here to hold it down, make sure there's no lurking going on, no flanks allowed. And we're taking it slow as Pulsar here, and we're I think we're going on a default. We're pushing, prodding, trying to take some space, maybe punish some early aggression that we've seen. Staryu getting a good pick onto May here. Rena not just, quickly devolving and leaving to go take that side immediately. I like this. They're being careful and they're not just being overzealous and impulsive here. Sia holding the side main angle, Rena pushing closer, poking, prodding, and we're gonna look for a B push here. I like this call from them. They haven't seen too much aggression as they did on these other sides, and they're gonna invest some ults into this as well. But it might be a sticky post-play situation because Eurazera is right there watching, waiting for the smoke to dissipate in Vienna, inserted in this mid. I like this play from them. They're not just gonna give up space. What a good pick onto Sia, and it's a 5v3 quickly. Licks here trying to get that pick. I just doesn't see Rena and May getting that crossfire, and another Vlone here all alone trying to get something. Gets one before being traded out, and that is a third round for Pulsar.
That bait was nearly so good in CT from Urizea, but unfortunately the shots did not connect. And Pulsar, they are absolutely swinging back. They're being so proactive on every side of the map. It doesn't matter if their defaults are the same. If they can shoot better than Good Vibes can defend, that's all they need to do. May getting caught out in bottom mid, such a travesty. We need at least one more person just sitting there listening, but unfortunately gets caught out. And again, Team Pulsar opting to go for this default, maybe faking some fast pressure.
Yeah, I'd really like to see them go fast here. I feel like Good Vibes has been kind of predictable on their defense. They've been doing the same things every round, so I kind of want to see a faster tempo from Pulsar on these attacks, but that's not what we're gonna see. They're still gonna be calm, collected, and slow. Licks here and Urizera holding down the site. And we're gonna see maybe a mid fight here. Jid here trying to clear out some of that space. Sia is hearing some things, so mayhaps we'll see some action real soon. But looks like they're gonna go walking to B. Vienna not giving up this space though. I really like this. May's trying to jump peek and see something, but I think we're gonna see that same insertion from Vienna in that mid space. Rina on the side, ulting. Yup, we're going in, killing people. We don't see anything. Oh, you're dead. Oh, no. Urizera takes care of Rina, shuts it down. It does not matter if you are a running Neon, if you have the aim. And Licks here, always in a threatening position, off-site. Oh, and we got a ult coming out from May. I like this. Jid getting a pick on Sia, though. May just doesn't win that fight. That is so tragic to see, and it is a 3v3 situation. Sia getting one onto Vienna though, another, and Jid shutting it down, but Vlone getting that last pick, and those were trades after trades, and at the end of the day, Good Vibes just had better trades.
Oh yeah, the man advantage was definitely in Good Vibes' favor. Just in that retake, one by one, everyone was falling, and Vlone, being the last spear on Good Vibes' side, is able to close out that round, which is exactly what they needed. You need to stop Pulsar X's momentum and to try and reset this economy. As we see, this buy from Good Vibes is not looking the greatest. A Marshall with full shields is all, a Bulldog or a Guardian is all really Lixea can buy, but full rifles on the side of Pulsar X. And again, this default is coming through. Good Vibes might try and answer in this A main, try and take that space for themselves, but we'll have to see.
Oh, and what a first fight. Vienna jumping here. Can they survive this? We got a backup coming though. Staryu getting those trades. What a cover from Staryu there. Keeping it a little bit even. 3v4 situation. Good Vibes not quite coming out on top, even though they tried to take that initial aggressive fight. Urizera here in that classic spot. A little bit aggressive than we've seen them. And May here not quite giving up that space. And Licks. Licks is always alive. Licks is final raid boss. That's the final boss, bro.
We might need to change that to Staryu. You see, he's coming in like a superhero and saving this round. That A main fight could have been detrimental, but
ooh, a good pick. Another pick for Urizera, bringing it quickly devolving into Good Vibes' favor. But Jid holding it down. IGL keeping it classy. Jid dangerously low health though. But Licks also 5 HP. Let's see what these teams can do. And we're ulting to secure this. I love this from Jid. But is it quite enough? No, because Sia is just better with the 2K.
Oh my goodness. No. Sia just absolutely threw her mouse across her mouse pad to get those 2 shots. I know Good Vibes. They are freaking out in their call right now. Just
how did they get away with that?
Shooting the Omen close left, then instantly flicking towards the middle of sight and killing that face. That's insane. That's insane.
Oh, that is disgusting. A lot of hero plays coming out from Good Vibes. You know, Pulsar textbook, being able to play for the team and being able to trade out your teammates and cover them when they're in sticky situations. But it's just not quite enough when when Good Vibes are just freaking aiming freaks. Like, what is happening on my screen right now?
I absolutely have no idea, honestly. Good Vibes keeping the basically exact same defaults as before. We see the A main fight is the exact same, but Staryu is just a tad
Oh.
too late. Isn't able to get two, gets one.
Oh, but
I'm
gets
sorry,
two
sorry.
again. This
I'm
happens
sorry.
every single time, bro. Like, this is insane. Do not go for those main pushes on Staryu. You will not come back with your head. I'm sorry. 3 HP though. Stario's looking dangerously low. CIA inserted in this mid, trying to hold it down. A 3v4 situation, and we've got not another step coming out to maybe secure this round for Pulsar. They're down 3 rounds, so they need everything they can get.
Team Pulsar, they're just not giving good vibes anything. No real information. Doing the same default over and over again has genuinely just been in their favor. You see, the Clove and the Fade are on the opposite sides of the map, but look, everyone from Pulsar is already in B, and Yuzera just left alone in the worst situation humanly possible.
Oh,
Oh,
Yuzera
no.
just flashed, eyed, freaking blinded. Nah. It was
detail
GG's for
flying in your
that.
face. Yeah, what can you do?
Sia here creeping, clearing the space to maybe get a pick, retake this site. But I mean, there's just everybody watching every single angle possible. Ooh, what a pick though. Rita's not looking that way. Jid here ready to trade them out though. And as a 1v3 retake, can Licks get anything, or are they just gonna sit and not let you peek anything? Okay, let's see. Staryu swings out, doesn't quite get those shots to connect. Licks knows you're there now. Oh, but there's just so many people on your screen, and it is another round for Pulsar. And I have to say, you know, we saw the way that they always play mid. We've seen the way that Good Vibes only has one player in B. If we had done that initial flood so much earlier, I feel like it would have been a quick round.
Oh, definitely. I really want to commend Staryu here, being Vienna's superhero and getting those 2 picks in back-to-back rounds is absolutely integral. Having to pop the ultimate, yes, but what can you do when you're 3 HP? Good vibes. They're going to have to change something about this fight. Staryu is just there every single time. Maybe sending 3 A main could be the answer. It's what they're doing. Slowly walking up. Everyone.
Oh, what a
Cool.
pick by Yuzera, kind of
Huge.
changing up that early fight there. And they aren't able to punish it. Vienna here, maybe gonna take a mid fight. Maybe they're just gonna insert and chill. They want this B side though. They're all playing this main, but Vlone is there to punish the Vienna for inserting in that mid space. They're just lurking everywhere now. They're everywhere across the map. Not able to get more than one. Vlone trading out May. And it is a 2v4 situation for a Pulsar here. They don't even have plant down yet, and it's a flurry of ults coming out. What in the world did I just see on my screen? We had May teleporting, but gets punished by Yuzera, and it is a 1v2 situation. Can Jid do it? No. Sia's there and has the aim.
Very, very good Thrifty coming out from Good Vibes. They're just trying to make this half 8-4 try and get as many rounds as possible. Pulsar, they've come in with very, very good game plans and very, very nice shooting, but that triple flank in that last round proved absolutely deadly. The shots were just hitting on the side of Good Vibes for that round. Now let's see, as we get into this last round of the half, what's something different? And what is different is 5 members of Pulsar on A.
Oh, this is going to be a bloodbath incoming. I can smell it like a shark.
Nice little tempo change. I absolutely love this. Trying to put a stop to Good Vibes.
I mean, they're trying to get dangerous, but they're just too scared, it looks like. Oh my, what the spray for smoke. Vlone getting a nice early pick on the main area. They might have to decide to run mid here. They're just going to rotate through their spawn, it looks like. And I like this call. I mean, they got picked out. They're trying to regroup and keep them guessing here. Staryu still inserted, waiting for any aggression that might come. Interesting plays were kind of all across the map. I don't hate it, but I'm scared for Pulsar.
I'm a little scared for Pulsar.
What is this lurking?
This judge could be
deadly. What in the world? Gets punished for it. I mean, Staryu gets there one, but Sia there to trade them out. And a good ult coming out. May in this ISO ult. Sia popping that revive outside of ISO universe, and May gets that pick, but we're camping the body. That's just tragic. You hate to see it. Licks all alone on site here, trying to hold it down. Gets one. Can they get another? And that is, wow.
Oh, Rena nearly took that entire round into her own hands. Unfortunately, good vibes. They were able to stabilize, and it doesn't hurt that Lixia is absolutely shooting this map,
Mm-hmm.
taking
Just a
that
raid
1v2.
boss.
Just an absolute
Wow.
raid boss. Taking that 1v2 is able to secure the 8-4 half for good vibes, and now this attack half is looking pretty good for good vibes. Sorry, Pulsar. This veto might have to go absolutely huge with the util usage. I was talking about it. If you're able to stop their util, you just stop all of their push. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited to see how this pistol round goes, and I'm excited to see how Good Vibes plays this map because this was their map pick. Let's see what you guys got cooked up for us.
I am very excited to see what they do indeed have cooked up. All 5 players from Good Vibes just here, sitting outside B main, trying to chill, wait for their timing. DNA is able to spot
Ooh, it's
one.
aggressive. It's very aggressive. Vlone is
Oh,
in there. May getting a pick on to Staryu. Vlone here. Oh, Vienna getting picked out by May. Jid all alone. Off site here. They got the plant down. It's a 3v5 retake. Can they do something? They're all here lined up. That might be dangerous for these shooters. Oh, Rena falling 3k for May. Jid getting one before falling, and that is
around.
round. That's a good
I know,
round for Good
I
Vibes.
know May was sick and tired of that defense half. That 3K, that little pop off to start off this half is exactly the tone that Good Vibes want to set. They want to tell Pulsar we are still here and we want to win no matter what. Very, very well played take from Good Vibes. Killing that veto so early was actually integral. That util stopper would have been so huge, but it does not matter. This is a new round. This is a new Pulsar. Let's see what they have.
Some early aggression here, taking some early space, playing around the smoke, but they're clearing out. That's textbook. I like that. We're in here. Oh, so close. Gets two. And then May falling to Sia, but they haven't dealt with Rena Raid Boss quite yet. Vlone is spamming with that Bucky. Jid falling to May. Vlone with the Bucky gets Rena. That's disgusting. And it is a 2v3. Oh my.
Team Pulsar, they did a very good job during that A main fight. That stun from Rena was absolutely huge. Just being able to pick up those 2 kills. And look, May's already at half HP. This is genuinely kind of winnable. Oh, not
Wow.
when Sia is
Master curse.
Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry, Pulsar. It's not winnable when Sia's on for a 3K and they're absolutely feeling themselves. That's 10-4.
Yeah, I mean, we saw some great shots come out from Pulsar, but they didn't quite have the guns that Good Vibes did. And at the end of the day, not getting those picks, not getting those trades, but I mean, some great stuff coming out from Pulsar nonetheless. We've seen good things, but how do we use those things to win the rounds? Let's see.
Yeah, Pulsar unfortunately forced to buy such weak weaponry. I like this eye from Lixia, just clearing out the mid presence, faking that they're going fast elbow.
Oh.
This is so much noise being made from the side of Good Vibes. They have so many options through mid. Do they know out Jid close right? Yes, they do.
Oh
and
my.
That is Jid gone.
They're just taking care of all the information given to them by Team Pulsar here. May trying to get one nice onto your Zera, but there's
not too much May can do here. Put down to such low HP, and look at the guns that Good Vibes has. But look at Rena. This flank could be huge. Pulsar just has to wait, try and wait for Rena to get one. Then we can initiate this retake.
And I like this clear Yena, but will it be enough against Vlone's Bucky here? And oh, that's one. Gets traded out by May. May getting Rena, and Sia closing out the round against Pulsar May.
So many Mays. So many Mays. You just get so confused. It's unfortunate. Pulsar might have to be put on a save once again. Maybe some broken buys coming through, but Good Vibes. They're looking so good, getting closer and closer to that Waylay ultimate and having that Clove ultimate in, I believe, 1 or 2. Well, it's as 2 lives. What are you gonna get? What are you gonna do against 2 Sias? Tell me what are you gonna do against 2 Sias?
I just, it's Is there an FF button in Valorant? All right,
No.
we're pushing onto this main space. We're going fast. Rena here trying to take a nice angle. I like the concussives coming out for Rena. Getting aggressive. Ooh, a nice pull, some interplay from Pulsar. Getting two, getting three Urizeras down. And it is devolving for good vibes. That early aggression paid off for Pulsar, and they are left to lick their wounds and hide in that main space and go back to spawn.
This is exactly why people say Phantom is the best gun in the game. Just spamming through the smoke. They have no idea where you are, and then they pick up 3 for themselves. Rena, nice little 2-piece, you know, never hurts on the neon. But good vibes, opting to try and keep taking this. I'm not too sure. This is the play, and it's not when Staryu's there.
And Rena, the raid boss, still alive there. Falls, but gets traded by Staryu. And I mean, it is just Staryu and Rena just kind of like putting their noggins together and like just sharing the brain space and the aura, straight aura, holding down the sights. I mean, they held down the main space whenever they were on that attack to those early aggression plays, and now that's exactly what they have to do on that defense. So it's not new to them.
Definitely not new whatsoever. Rena and May absolutely aura farming on A. Might see a little bit of mid presence coming here for Team Pulsar. Just leaving some people alone. Jid with the Odin. Fells Urizera in mid. Now we got 4 players.
Oh my, we are seeing a lot of action here. No. Ooh, early aggression by Blown again with those shotguns. Just playing Fortnite, I guess. Rena here with that flank though. Just spranked the smokes. I get it. Just trying to get some damage off. I'm not a hater. I don't hate it. Vienna falling to May, though. Oh, my. Rena getting that trade. Lick's getting another, though. Raid boss, and it is Licks.
May left in the 1v2. This is looking so incredibly hard. Unfortunately, he's not able to isolate those ones and falls to see it. Now, 12-5 for good vibes. We are here at match and map point for good vibes. You have to take a timeout here. You have to reevaluate what can we do to stop good vibes' momentum. What can we do to try and make sure that we can keep getting rounds, keep making sure we can bring this back. Pulsar, it's looking good, but it's not looking great. Good vibes, even when they're down, even when they're put on the back foot, they can shoot their gun, and they're just looking so coordinated together no matter the situation.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much push and pull in every single one of these rounds. I mean, you see so many great things from Pulsar. They're going in, they're getting picks, just such great things. And at the end of the day, they just don't finish out those rounds. They don't get those trades. It just looks like good vibes can get those multi-kills, and it doesn't even matter if you trade out your teammate at that point.
Definitely. When you have players just getting 2-3 picks every single round, it's looking so hard for Pulsar to kind of come back and reevaluate everything. I know their coach is giving them some sage advice right now, trying to make sure that, guys, we got this, we can win, lock it in, and then we'll bring this to map 3.
Yeah, for sure. Going into this, we're seeing these buys. Wow. Interesting. Some early aggression here. Some spamming. Vlone here taking a interesting top angle. Can Jid punish that? Do they know? With this Odin, though, Vienna getting a good pick onto May. Punishing some of that early push or early aggression, catching them out. Vlone there just inserted, waiting, watching. Licks, you're gonna take up that space here. Oh, but Staryu's there. Vanta just fell asleep at the wheel. Urizera here, maybe looking to trade, but Sia is gonna see some action real soon. Oh, and they're holding it down. Licks, he gets a pick onto Vienna though. Sia's gonna, they're gonna leave this, but oh my, they're right there. They can hear you running. They know you're there. These flanks are insane. They gotta hurry up, get on the site. Jid is here though with the Odin, hearing that plane come down, looking to get a pick. Nice one for Jid. Rena getting another. Urizera here, gonna clear them out with the dog. Not gonna get concussed though. Urizera concussed and unable to do anything. And Pulsar gets another round, keeping them in the series.
We can see why that timeout was so incredibly good. Very, very well played from Pulsar X. Very nice timings with their peak. And Jid with that Odin, absolutely deadly. Very good util usage as well. I loved what Pulsar brought into that round with 3 very good ults for Pulsar. They can still keep stacking rounds, but good vibes. Might try and see a bit of a tempo change, go back to that fast B that was working earlier, just try and get as much space as possible with that ISO and the Waylay ults. That there's not very many places where Pulsar can play.
Yeah, I really like the way that Pulsar has been playing this, but good vibes just being so threatening in these early fights. Vienna here trying to hold it down, and they're really good at just doing these floods. Vlone's just going in there using that util to get those picks, and oh, falls to Vlone. Vienna getting so many, a 3K before falling. Vienna actually the raid boss. Eurazera here trying to get so many ults coming out. May here on the offsite. Jid here picking up where Vienna left off with the Odin once again. And it is a 3v4 post-plant situation. But Rina here on the flank in that main space. So threatening. May getting a pick on the licks. And Rina ulting to secure the round. CIA getting 2, 3. And May.
Nearly.
Oh my. Sia there almost finished out that
wow.
round. That was disgusting.
Nearly by themselves just willed that round win into existence, but Pulsar, they are still here. They had the answer. Unfortunately, the ultimates coming out for good vibes weren't just quite there. Now put on the back foot with the save. They have to reevaluate. They have to reassess how they want to approach the rest of this map.
I mean, Vienna just showed they want it. They want it bad.
Oh yeah. And some great util usage. I want to note, May's Omen blinded nearly all 3 of the players there in that post plan, giving Pulsar so much time, but another tempo change. Some fast presence. Rina already in here.
I love this. The stall is amazing. They have to reevaluate. They invested so much util trying to get that first push. It wasn't quite enough. They haven't gone on the site yet. And Vlone here inserted, but nothing, no picks quite yet, but they're gonna quietly walk on. But oh, Vienna sees you though. Rina catches you out with that bulldog. That's a gun diff, unfortunately. That's just textbook, and they have to reevaluate. Jid here in this mid space, commanding that presence with the Odin. Oh, spamming through the smoke, but it's not quite enough. Eurazera with the Stinger getting it. Star, you getting a pick on the May, and May. Pulsar May getting a pick on the Eurazera. And May picking up where they left off in this mid space. Rina pinching them. What a pinch. And that is, wow. Nice. A textbook round by Pulsar. I love
so well played from Pulsar. They are playing this to absolute perfection. This is exactly how you need to approach being put at such a deficit. They are playing so disciplined, playing so together, and I can tell their comms are sky high right now. They are looking really, really good, and good vibes might be a little shaken. Some mistakes that we just haven't seen before is coming out from so many angles, but they should be able to clean it up. All they need is one. Going back to that mid presence, just trying to get as much space as possible. Eurazera and Sienna just facing this one.
Lurker versus Lurker.
Nice.
Oh, Eurazera wins that one. On to Vienna. Jid here, holding down this mid space. Gonna see so much action soon, but oh, the spray with the Odin. That's just Odin gaming for you, Licks. Trading out those teammates. Sia having to activate and, you know, go hunting. And Vlone maybe gonna bait out for Sia to get a pick, but no, gonna fall with the spike. Oh, you hate to see it. Good smoke. I mean, good blind coming out from May here. And it is a 1v2 retake situation, but Rina is here. Rina is in this main space, and they don't quite know. Oh, and what a pick onto Licks. It is...
Rina! Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Pulsar, they're playing out of their minds right now.
They
Rina,
want it so badly. They're just all across the map. Every
they're
space is there.
everywhere. They're actually everywhere. They're so proactive. No matter if it's their defense or not, they're so proactive around the map. And Rina, and such a nice 1v2, that flank timing was absolutely perfect. And with the stun, that just absolutely secures the round. Good vibes. You need to find an answer sooner rather than later. You cannot let Pulsar build this confidence any longer.
Yeah, for sure. And it is devolving. 9 versus 12. Those are some easy numbers to win this for Pulsar and bring it even. Vlone here pushing into the mid, making some noise, getting caught up by that dog. They know that they're there now. But this is a lot of people in mid here. Starryu, I wouldn't peek out of the smoke if I were you. Some good spamming coming out. So many people into mid. This is a scary position for these teammates to be in. And oh, Starryu gets caught out by that Waylay util. Just disgusting work. And oh, Eurazera caught by Mei and Vienna here. Quickly going to rotate because they hear this plant coming down. And it is a 4v4 retake.
I like
these odds.
I'm doing here. They're just trying to take as much CT space as possible. Try and get a pick before these Pulsar players come in through mid. But Jid, that presence with the Odin, it's just too much. Never mind, Mei is right there now.
Trades coming out though. Oh, Vlone just shooting better though, hitting those shots. Mei falling, getting 3. Vienna ulting this to secure something. Vienna, but not quite enough. Vienna gets 3, but Sia closing out the match. Oh, my days.
I nearly
hey guys,
believed.
It's me, Imaging Edge webcam. Ignore that. I just have to say, oof. Vienna wanted it so badly in those last few rounds. She was activated.
Oh, yeah. A Viper ult nearly just secured another round for Pulsar, and that 3K was insane. If they got that transfer onto Sia, that would have been the 10th round, and good vibes. They would have been nervous. I would be nervous in that situation if Vienna was able to 1v4 win them that round. That would have been crazy. Unfortunately, that is not how the story goes. Good vibes were just too good, and they're able to come out with the win, and that is our grand finals. Congratulations to Good Vibes for winning the Tenax Blitz series. Very well fought, very well played from every competitor.
Yeah, for sure. And I'd love to discuss more about Good Vibes and their Good Vibes. But, you know, I've been talking about all these subs coming in for Good Vibes and how awesome they are. But we do have an interview coming in soon. And maybe we can hear firsthand how they dealt with those subs and how they dealt with that team play and what it was like to, you know, see the reverse comeback happening in front of their faces and being able to secure it nonetheless.
Oh yeah, that mental resilience from Good Vibes is definitely sky high. When Pulsar, they started snowballing. When a team like that starts snowballing rounds, you start to get a little nervous, a little shaken, but you can relax. All you need to know, we need one. We can play one really good round, and that's the map, and that's the match, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, and it's so good when you are up those 12 rounds to be able to sit back and relax. But Pulsar said, "Oh, whoa, don't get too comfortable."
Hey, they put them on their toes. They put them on their toes.
Yeah, and I mean, this was such a fun map to watch, especially like, you know, looking at the score line. You know, they got 2-0'd, but you were here. You know, it wasn't quite a 2-0. It wasn't just a washout. It was a push and a pull, and Pulsar was fighting back.
Oh yeah, fighting back. They did exactly that. I do want to note as well, the player I wanted to note that game, Rina, had a very good game. Their stuns were so perfectly timed. I think they played an amazing Neon that map, especially with the playing a character that can just zip everywhere, slide everywhere with a Phantom never hurts you. Getting really huge impactful kills, and that 1v2 later on towards the map, just one more round for Pulsar, was so impactful and very, very well played. And for the side of Good Vibes, Zera, Sia, like they had some crazy plays, so many hero rounds back and forth on both teams. They were both looking amazing, and it was really up in the air who was gonna take that.
For sure, and I think that the most fun thing to watch, with Pulsar was how well that they played the map. Like,
Mm.
it felt like they just whenever they were on that defense, they were everywhere. And it was so hard to do anything as good vibes because they were right behind you.
Exactly. We saw Rena and May taking a double flank so many rounds, or it's just Rena flanking, or it's just another player flanking, but there's someone there. There is someone there, and in the back of your mind, good vibes, you have to be thinking, is there someone there? Is there not someone there? And it just adds another layer of stress that you just don't want to have, which in the end did work out for good vibes, but Pulsar, they are scary. Pulsar is looking absolutely scary.
Yeah, for